Hello everybody and welcome back to this fourth episode of Kerbal Space Program. And look at this. This is the rocket we will use to just do the flyby of the moon. It's a little over-engineered. I just did it and well, it went well, and I had like, well, more than half of this fuel tank left, maybe even 3/4. But well, it's not a big deal. Then we are sure that we make it back anyway. And first of all, I would like to tell you that I used aspergarius staging. So what does it mean? Well, these tanks will be completely empty, and when these tanks are still full. So we have these and these are going into this one and this one. And these tanks are going to get their fuel and put their fuel in these guys. So basically, we are peeling off these tanks, and afterwards we'll peel off these tanks, and we will have one tank left. And normally this is way better than normal tanks. Why? Because, well, than normal staging. Because you just drop a lot of load that you don't really need. So you don't have to give that load a velocity. So that is basically why. Maybe I'll do a tutorial about it, but normally there are tutorials about it already. So what we need to do, we are going to put all of our engines at the same stage here, and these guys have to go first. So these guys have to go here. So we're dropping these first, then we are dropping these, then we are dropping everything, and then our little, I think it was a swivel engine, right? No, the Terrier engine is going to bring us all the way to the moon and back. So that is basically the idea behind everything. So if we now just Control F5 for a minute and get the thrust back up. All right, are we ready for this? I think so. There is not much else to the ship. There is a little service bay with all the materials we need, and this time we packed batteries just to be sure, but I don't think we actually need them. We don't have solar panels yet, so that's why. So we can go, and as you can see, it's pretty slow, is because this stage is, well, pretty heavy, with the Science Junior units being relatively heavy. But yeah, it's not a problem at all. So we start straight up until we reach 100 meters per second, and now we can slightly but surely go to 45 degrees. I'm not sure what the most efficient way to go into orbit is, and I will read more tutorials about it, but this is what I usually do when my ship is stable enough, and it looks like it's pretty decent, I think. As you can see, the first tanks are just run out of fuel, and we drop them, and they are getting back on Earth, on Kerbin, damn it. And now these fuel tanks are going to empty. And yeah, that is pretty much it. As you can see, we are at 45 degrees, and you can already see the moon. Can we do it in one time? No, I don't think so. I didn't really choose the window, but we're just going to warp around until we are in a favorable position to just do a flyby. It's not very hard, but for some rookies in the beginning, well, of course, some things take more time than others. So we can go a little bit faster here. We can already start going to more than 45 degrees. Something like this should be fine, and then if we go like this, oh, should be fine. We are burning up a little bit, but no problem. And it is nearly time to drop the second stage of the onion or aspergarius staging. And there it goes, and it will fall back on Kerbin. So now we have still 2 full tanks, and actually 3 of them. And yeah, now it's just a matter of just getting into orbit. That's not a problem. We can check the map view. And as you can see, the apoapsis is quite high. We can just warp a little bit and give some more boost. once we are far enough, like this. Yeah, this should be fine. And here we are going a little bit, giving a little bit more speed. We can keep warping until we get to the apoapsis and give a little bit more boost again. So again, this is because it's the beginning of the game, the beginning stages. I'm not giving, well, I'm giving a lot of, well, not a lot, but I hope I'm giving a little bit of explanation about what I'm doing. But in the later stages of the game, well, of course, the missions will not be focused on showing what I'm doing, but like showing what the result is and how we do it a little bit, but not too much. So once we are in the apoapsis, actually, we don't care about the fuel. We can just do it, and yeah, 100 and 200 kilometers, this is perfect. We can start going to the moon. And for the moon, you want to be at roughly, what was it? I think it was 90 degrees, approximately, something like this. So when we are at our periapsis, we will burn, and we will burn like this and go to the moon. So now we are just going to go to the periapsis. Nothing too special here. Oh no, I made a little mistake actually, because the tank is nearly... Yeah, actually we're just going to delete the tank afterwards. It's no big deal. The tank is going to... yeah, we'll just terminate it. We're not going to do it like real pros, where you calculate everything so that everything crashes back down. Actually, we might do it. We can go a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to do this. Let's see. This should be fine. All right. And then we can go to the apoapsis. And we will burn until the tank crashes with Earth. So, with Kerbin, damn it, again, with Kerbin. Here we are. We turn retrograde now. We are already retrograde actually. And we can just go until we get... well, we can stop here, but we're just going to do it until it's zero. All right. Then we are going to do the staging, so we can drop it. And now we have to turn prograde, and this is maybe not very smart. We're going to go a little bit on the side here, because as you can see... Alright, now we are on the side, and now we can go prograde again. Let's see on the map view. Periapsis, 70,000 meter. Yeah, we can go a little bit more just to warp faster. Alright, and this debris is going to go on Earth. Kerbin, damn it. Oh man, I'm really sorry. We can burn now, and we're going to try to get to the moon. Normally with this configuration it should be alright, I guess. We'll see if we get an encounter. We have plenty of fuel left, as you can see. This is everything we have in this tank. We already have one milestone, and it's a speed record, right? There we have it. Yeah, it's an encounter. It's fine. I mean, we are far from the moon, but it's good enough actually. So we're going to warp there. We can just go. And as you can see, the signal is still nearly decent, pretty decent. And there we have it. We are in the sphere of influence of the moon. We can just stop here, and we are, well, 2 million kilometers away, 2,000 kilometers away. And we can just watch it from staging mode. Where is the moon? Here. And you can see the moon. We got close to the moon, and I think it counts the flyby. Yes, explore the moon. And now we must go back, I think. And we have the first world milestones. And of course, nothing would be nice if we didn't take some science. We are far from the moon, I think, so space high above the moon, and it gives us a lot of science. As you can see, we got 24 science here, 24, 20, and then this one is going to give 50, I think. Yes, it's 50 science. Oh. And then we have 16. We can't do an EVA, but we can do a crew report. And this is another 10. That's it. We are going to close the doors, otherwise I always forget to do so. And that is it. We got to the moon. So now we just have to time warp out of here. Let's see on the map here. We are out of the sphere of influence. Our periapsis is, well, relatively close to Kerbin, actually. So now we can just burn a retrograde until we are ready to aero brake. So this is about, well, 45 should be enough. And we're just going to do it, but because of our vessel is light enough, actually I'm just going to quick save real fast, just to be sure here. And well, because our vessel is light enough, I think we can even do it in one go, but then we won't be close to the Kerbal Space Center. So we're just going to aero brake once, and then we will see it. Oh, maybe we can do it. Let us see here. Can we? Could we just get there? I'm not sure. No, we're not going to make it, I think. We are pretty close to the Space Center, but yeah, as you can see, it's there. But we are just going to do this in normal view, staging mode. We are at 100 kilometers, and we are coming in. And the Space Center should be... was it there? I'm not sure. We are entering the atmosphere. We are now in the upper atmosphere. And as you can see, we have plenty of fuel left, so this is really fine. Yeah, we can just burn up. Should we try to land on the Space Center? That would be pretty cool. So we're going to try that. Normally, it shouldn't explode. If it explodes, well, then it's no problem. But normally, this should be super fine. Yeah, we did it. Alright, so this is cool. We can now do a turn and try to land on the Space Center, or close to it. As you can see, because we did an aero brake, our apoapsis is way further now, and we can just warp now. We are going in for one more aero brake, and right, so the periapsis is here. Yeah, we're going for one more aero brake, so we are going retrograde, and then we go super fast. And we are going to try to do something while aero braking. We are going to burn some fuel while aero braking. And we're going to do that just to help us get the apoapsis super low, which will make it easier for us later on to just finalize the approach here. So this is this. We should be entering the atmosphere soon. Let's see. 70,000. Here we are. And we can start burning. Well, not yet. Actually, we're going to wait a little bit. And 50,000. Alright. If we burn everything, I'm not sure. Maybe we are going to just be able to land. And we're not going to aero brake multiple times and try to get to the Space Center. It's a little bit too late for that. But we're just going to slowly but surely maybe land in the water here. It doesn't really matter. And for later missions, it will be much more important because the spaceships will be way, well, will cost a lot more. But at this point, it's no problem. And we escaped the gravitational influence of the moon, of course, because we are getting back here. And I think we are out of orbit. No, not yet. But the periapsis is getting away from us. So we are going to land here, and it's going to be dark. That's the problem, if you can call it a problem. But we are going pretty slowly, and once we are, I think this is already fine. Once the apoapsis is down under 70,000, we can cut the engine and just finish. Yes, like this. Go back to staging. We can just warp 4 times, and now it's no big deal anymore. We're not going to go much higher than this. Well, no, we're just going to, here we are out of orbital velocities, and as you can see, we are crashing on Kerbin. We can already decouple, I think. We can just do this and then decouple. And then, as you can see, we are going to slow down much faster. What? And then we can open the chutes. We're not going to do it too early because otherwise it's just waiting and waiting. But yeah, we're going to do it now. 5,000 meters. There we are. And the chutes are fine, and we can jettison the heat shield. We didn't really use it, but yeah. Anyway, there she goes, and there goes everything. 1,000 meter left, and that was it. We flew we flew by the moon, and we got a lot of signs. I wonder how much. I think it will be close to 100, 120, 140 maybe, which of course gives us a lot of new opportunities. And the next thing we want to do is fly by the moon, but go closer. And I don't think I'm really going to film it because, well, you know now how to get by the moon, so it's not really useful. But I'll just go there, and then I will show you when we are close and when we are gathering the signs. And it's 132, so 120 to 130 was not too bad. And let's see here. Temperature scan. Yeah, the second one gave nothing. Alright, but yeah, we got a lot of science. We got some money back, and our pilot has some experience, but is not level 2 yet. Well, that's not a problem. We will get there. We have to check now if we have new missions. There are tourist missions, but I don't like them. I don't like observational service. It takes a lot of time. Maybe we can get something really cool. Explore the moon. Orbit the moon. Return to Kerbin from orbit of the moon. Well, we might do that. I think this is a good mission to just get some good science, and we can do it with the same vessel. But I'm not going to put you through all that because we already went to the moon. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the mission. I'll film it, and we will just show you when we are in orbit around the moon, and then we will be right back. Alright, so before we go, I took 2 contracts. So first we are going to explore the moon. So of course we have orbiting the moon here. And now we also have transmit or recover scientific data from space around Kerbin. So we are going to launch now on the launch pad. We have the moon flyby vessel that is ready to go. And Jebediah Kerman is ready to go in orbit around the moon. So of course, because this is kind of the same as last time, you can just sit back, relax, enjoy, and we will just go. We'll see each other again once we are in orbit around the moon, and we will do a low moon orbit. Why? Because we are going to science data from close to the moon. So we will be right back once we are in orbit around the moon. Alright, so we're back, and in the most inefficient way possible I got to the moon. I kind of fucked up a little bit, but it is fine, I think. We are pretty close to the moon, 39 kilometers. We're going to get to 30 kilometers, and now we are going to get a circular orbit like this. Well, not circular. We'll just want to get an orbit just to finish all this. Check, check, and check. Alright, so the contracts are done, but we don't need to forget, and this is what I forgot last time. That's why I had to do it again. We have to observe the materials bay. Of course, we get near the moon, space near the moon, and we are going to get all the experiments. Open everything and do everything. And it gives a little bit more data, well, science points than just doing the survey far from the moon. Oh man, than doing the survey far from the moon. But well, it's good. I think we will get maybe 150 science out of it. I'm not sure, but we will see. So now again we turn prograde again, and then we go for the second part of our journey. But if we check the map here, we can see that if we go faster now, we are going to be in orbit with the Kerbin. But what we are going to do is we are going to accelerate when we are facing that direction. So that is what we want to do. And what it will do is, well, let me explain. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, as you can see, we are turning around the moon, and the moon is turning at a speed of, I think it's 500, is it this? 542 meters per second around Kerbin. Is it possible? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So if we go this way, if we accelerate this way, we will be able to just subtract our speed from the speed of the moon, and normally we will be very close already to Kerbin. So let's see if we can do this, and you will see this go over into Kerbal orbit soon. Yeah, here it is. And we're going to keep going until our periapsis is pretty close. And the closest it can get is... can get even closer, 300. Well, that's kind of good already. Maybe we can do a little more. Yeah, this is alright. Oh, we don't want to collide with the moon though. Oh yeah, it's good. Alright, so now we go faster. We escape the sphere of influence of the moon. But we don't have to forget one thing that I forgot last time. Also, we'll take one temperature. Yeah, log temperature. And this space high over Kerbin, which we haven't done yet. But this is for the second contract, which is transmit or recover scientific data from space around Kerbin. So now, if we go back to the map view, well, we are pretty close to the periapsis. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have plenty of fuel. We can just burn retrograde, get into the atmosphere, and then slow down there. So we want to get at 45 meters, 45,000 meters like this. And now we can have returned just go to orbits of the moon, and we can recover the vessel. And hopefully we have a lot of science, the wonderful science, and we're going to be able to unlock quite a lot, I think. Let's see what we have. We have Earned 208 science. Holy crap. Where did we get oh yeah, the material studies. Pretty, yeah, it's a lot. All right. We have, well, a little bit of funds left. 20% of the value, that's not a lot. And Kerbin has 1 experience point, but still not leveled up. And of course we have this contract that is done. It's not this, but where do I enable? Yeah, then they can do EVAs for 75,000. Yeah, so we're going to upgrade the astronaut complex to let our Kerbals do EVAs, which gives us a lot of science back. The research and development, not yet. And mission control, not yet. Oh, is it this? Flight planning. Is it this to just warp? Well, we can upgrade it. It's not very, very expensive. Yeah, so that's done. And we have, yeah, we're just going to keep this money, and we have 400 science. So what are we going to do with 400 science? Well, first of all, skipper and kickback solid fuel booster. That's super cool. So we're taking this, and then comes the big question: what should we take next? What will help us in our quest to conquer everything? Let's see. We have 300 science left, so we can take more than 3. We'll just finish the 4th tier, so we just take this, and we'll also take this, flight control and aviation. And now, propulsion systems, meh, we don't really need anything from this, right? Not yet. We might use the solar panels, because it gives us better solar panels, and relay antennas will also be very useful once we go a little further. But the most important thing is this mobile processing lab. This is what we really want. So maybe we can take space exploration, like this, and we'll also take electrics. So we can have big batteries, solar panels. Solar panels is super important. So we're taking this, and that's it. That's basically it. Yeah, we can't do more, but yeah, you see. But this is it for now. And then next time we have to upgrade the building, and then we can go for advanced exploration. And this is going to give us lots and lots and lots of science if we can get it up high. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. We went from the moon, where we did a flyby, and we went in orbit. And for next time, maybe there is something interesting in the nope, in the contracts, nope. But I'll try to find some decent contracts and something interesting to do, and then, well, we will do it. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And hopefully I will see you next time.